I feel like I'll regret after my retirement for the rest of my life if I were to continue working with someone like him until retirement. Thank you for all your hard work. Our company doesn't need any of the byproducts from the past that you possess, so please make sure you take them with you as you exit our company. Impossible! Oh my goodness!
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm a 61-year-old man who's been working as a machine technician. Hey, Toby, let's go ward off bad luck at the shrine on our next day off together.
Yeah, this year you're said to have bad luck, so maybe we can go on our next day off.
Oh, is the repair tech for the machinery better at moving his mouth than his hands? Mr. Cody! Can I talk to you for a moment, Mr. Tom? Our company isn't a major company like Daitepan Automobile. Repair work is just a byproduct of manufacturing, and yet you make that your main career and you specialize in it. I feel like you're receiving special treatment. What exactly are you trying to say? There's no need to repair anything. All we need to do is to purchase new ones. Huh? Isn't that the company's concern? We don't need people who would wish to reuse the byproducts from the past. People like that should be working at a company that's all about repair work. There's no need for you to be working with us. I'm sorry, but is that how you see repair work? Of course! Repair is all about memories or any other nostalgic stuff. No one wants to do it, but we just do it for the sake of it anyway. The newest products in our generation stand because of the old products in the past, and they should never be seen lightly. Memories won't generate revenue, therefore they're not necessary, Tom. I tried my best to explain the idea of learning from the past to understand the present to the CEO, but he never changed his mindset that new things are valuable, and that goes for everything. And at that time, I completely lost motivation. I feel like I'll regret after my retirement for the rest of my life if I were to continue working with someone like him until retirement. If we have such a huge difference in how we think, I guess I can't help it. I decided to voluntarily resign. Thank you for all your hard work. Our company doesn't need any of the byproducts from the past that you possess, so please make sure you take them with you as you exit our company. Are you sure about that? I don't care what's to happen. Is that all you wanted to talk about? Well, I guess this was an early retirement. I agreed to this. I decided to voluntarily resign because I didn't agree to the direction the CEO was taking. I'm not angry, but I'll make him regret this. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Impossible! Oh my goodness! What on earth? The hybrid engine car won't run unless the engine is there! Sir? Whoa, did you find anything out? Who stole it? It was Tom! What?
Amazing! Seriously amazing! I can't stop smiling. The CEO must be really happy about this.
Oh?
Who is that?
The one who's lame. Hello? How dare you, Tom! You must have taken the hybrid engine, the main product at Unkyo Machinery Factory! I did, but so what? You're kidding! The hybrid engine itself, as well as the data pertaining to it, belongs to Unkyo Machinery Factory, right? No way! What are you talking about? You're the one who told me to take all my personal belongings with me. And why would that make it okay for you to take the hybrid engine? It's because it's my patented product. So what? Huh? Your personal belonging? Please, go ahead and search it as Hybrid Engine Tomnoshin, and you'll see that it's a patented item under my name. What? If you're gonna tell a lie, you'd better tell a better lie.
Sir, this is bad.
I'm busy right now. I'm gonna make you regret this, so you'd better remember it, Tom. So, what is it? Did something else happen?
Someone from Japan Automobile would like to see you.
What? What is this about?
It's regarding the fact that the hybrid engine is no longer available for use.
Huh? What do you mean by that? What does it mean that it's no longer available for use? Why would it turn out that way? Don't tell me.
Hybrid engine at Unkyo Machinery Factory was involved with Mr. Tom's patent.
Huh? Wasn't he specialized in repairs?
Well, that was because of his declining physical abilities due to his age. When he used to be younger, he was a renowned technician that everyone knew.
Really? I thought that patent belonged to our company.
No way. You didn't know about this?
Hey, if we want to continue using Tom's hybrid engine, what do I do? What kind of contract do we need, and how exactly were we able to use Tom's patent?
There was a license contract between the company and Tom, personally.
If we have a license contract, there shouldn't be any problem.
Well, the contract stated that Tom could nullify the contract itself at any time he wished.
Huh? Why did we ever agree to such a disadvantageous contract on our end?
The person who signed the contract with him was the former CEO, who's been best friends with Mr. Tom. I'm assuming that it was because they trusted each other.
Tom's patent? And it was a license contract? Why is it that the former CEO never told me such important information when I'm his blood-related son?
I'm sorry to say this when you're all sad, but Japan Automobile is a company that we can no way look lightly on for our company. If they were to decide to terminate their contract with us, our company will be over.
Don't say it!
We'll go bankrupt.
I already know that. Not yet. It's not over yet. Maybe they might actually be pretty casual about it. I mean, we're talking about a major company. We have the trust relationship from being in business all these years, too. I'm sure they'll look the other way over something so insignificant. Damages for the delay and breach of contract. The worst possible outcome. What a day! A day to terminate our contract? What? Terminate our contract? No way! You're saying that we have to pay a penalty for breaching the contract, and you're even terminating the contract? Of course we are! Oh, please, just give us a little more time! What happens if we wait? We would like to make this right in the best sincerity possible. The best possible sincerity that you can show us is to make things happen so that the vehicles that are in our manufacturing line will be able to go out on sale without any delay. Will that happen as long as we wait? Will you be able to make it happen? We'll try our best to recover this situation so we can keep up with your hopes. I'm sorry, but we're discussing business right now. Trying your best isn't worth anything. What we ask for is the result, and that's it, Mr. Cody. Is that something you can make happen? Answer my question! We'll do everything we can to resolve this issue. And how so? How so? Helen?
Yes, sir?
Right now, do we have a technician who's more talented than Tom?
No, we don't.
Oh, no!
We don't have a technician who's as good or talented as Mr. Tom. The hybrid engine that Mr. Tom developed, Tom Machine, isn't just the one, but there are different parts that are specialized and improved, and every single one of them are patented.
I see. If it's so obvious, there's only one thing that you should do, and that is to have Mr. Tom come back and work with you again. No way! Isn't there any way for you to wait for us while we sort this out for the sake of being partners all these years? Our vehicles will need the engine a month from now. Until then, we're gonna need the matching number of hybrid engines. If you can't get those for us, then there's nothing we can say to you. Of course. But is that something you can do? We'll do it. We'll bring him back on board no matter what. Well then, I'll trust your words and wait until the deadline. Thank you. However, because we won't be stopping our product line out of the trust we have in your words, you can't just say sorry in the event that you fail. If you're late to the deadline, we will have to make a cruel, cold, harsh decision towards your company. So please keep that in mind. Okay.
Sir, I understand how you feel, but we don't have time. We need to negotiate with Mr. Tom as soon as possible.
I already know that. We'll go two ways. While we negotiate with Tom, we'll have the technicians try to reverse engineer the Tom machine that's still left in our company. Reverse engineering refers to analyzing the structure of a product by disassembling machinery, observing how a product operates, or examining the behavior of software in order to investigate its manufacturing methods, operating principles, design specifications, or even source code. Literally translated, it could be described as working backward, but in the field of computer science, it is often referred to as reverse engineering.
Okay then.
Tom, that bastard! You'd better not get full of yourself. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to bring you back here. After reverse engineering, what we discovered was the fact that there's no way possible for us to mimic the product because it's a chain of complicated and patented technology? Yes, that's how we felt after all. Tom's technology is way too advanced, and it's not nearly anything we could mimic. How pathetic! You guys are the ones who are currently the technicians in charge of manufacturing the vehicles! Age is just a number. Tom had technology that would easily overcome something like that. Then you guys better come up with a hybrid engine that will be even better than Tom Machine. We could do that if you give us time. How much time? I'd say about a year. A year? Our company won't last that long. There have been so many patented products that will be needed in the process of building Tom Machine. Patent again? If we were to develop the components that would replace those patented materials, it'd take at least a year. And even if we were to have to extend this period, it won't ever be shortened.
At this rate, we won't be able to finance.
No way! Why would you make such a decision?
Such decision? I believe it's an appropriate decision that our bank could make. You've closed your operation, haven't you?
Yikes, they knew! If I knew this would have happened, I should have pretended as if the factory was operating. But we'll have to spend on electricity just to pretend as if we're operating. Because I was focusing so much on cutting down on the cost, the bank is also cutting down their cost, which defeats the entire purpose.
Well, the reason is because the person who holds the patent for your mainstream product, Tom Notion, ended up resigning. Isn't that so?
They even know about that?
We, Trubus Bank, cannot finance with a company that we are uncertain whether we'd be able to recollect the funds.
I understand where you're coming from, but I really can't afford to have you terminate the loan.
Yeah, sure, I understand how you feel too. How is a company that lost the mainstream product supposed to generate revenue?
We're currently coming up with a replacement product.
Sir, please don't tell us an obvious lie.
No, we're really considering it at this time. I'm not lying.
Then why isn't your factory operating?
It's exactly as my words mean. Currently, we're only considering it, which means there's no reason for our factory to be operating. Our company can only operate if Trubus Bank would loan the funds to us. We can't possibly spend the precious money we finance with you for something that's not necessary.
That doesn't really help much anyway. If you don't operate your factory, you can't generate revenue anyway. So what you're doing is just a band-aid operation. In conclusion, if we can't see that the core of the problem is resolved, we are unable to continue financing with your company.
No way!
We're not an NPO. We can't loan money to a company that can't pay us back.
That's why we're coming up with a replacement.
You keep talking about that replacement, but when will that product be fully developed? You have to spend money to develop that product, right? And during that time, you can't accept any orders, so you won't be generating any revenue, will you?
And to overcome that challenge, I was hoping to get assistance from Trubus Bank, whom I've worked with for a long time.
Not happening. As our bank, unless we're able to hear specific and productive action plans, we will not be continuing the finance. You're probably going to have to look for ways to bring back Mr. Tom, who's the patent holder, so you can resume the operation. Oh, look at him. Well, I guess you're already doing that, but you haven't had luck, huh? Anyway, we will not be continuing our loan with you.
Miss Mia! Miss Tracy! Hey, boss! Open the door! How much longer are you gonna hide inside your office? It's about time you explain to us. What on earth is happening right now?
Work.
Did you go to the office? There's so many phone calls for us.
When on earth are we going to resume work, huh? Is this company going bankrupt? In that case, we need to find a new job so we can continue earning income.
Is Tom coming back? Boss! I'm negotiating right now, so just be on standby. No, we can't wait anymore, so we're quitting. What? I promise. I promise to convince Tom and bring him back on board, okay? You kept saying that the past 3 weeks, and you made absolutely zero progress.
You haven't even been able to get a hold of Tom at all. It's game over.
All right, here you go. We're gone now. No, I don't want to accept that thing. Please make sure the record states that we resigned involuntarily, okay? It's because of the bankruptcy due to a failing CEO. I had no idea this was gonna happen.
Here you go. Another one.
Everyone, please wait. Either way, even if Tom comes back today, we won't be making it on time for Di Teppen's deadline. You failed as a business owner the moment you decided to let go of such a talented technician.
You should just sink down with the huge debt that Daitapon's about to give you.
Oh no! I lost all my technicians! Where on earth is Tom? Tom!
Boss!
What is it, though?
I finally got a hold of Tom.
What?
He says that he would like to see you and that he has something very important to talk about.
Where am I going? Is he here to talk to me?
Yes, he's already in the guest room.
Great! This is great. It was definitely worth waiting. I waited for such a long time for this very moment. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Tom. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond to you. I'd been quite busy after I resigned from your company. Was that because you were on a job hunt? Yes. Fortunately, it seemed like Tom Noshin had been recognized a lot more widely than I thought, so I had multiple companies reaching out to me. That's why. Oh, I see. Damn it, what the heck is this situation? Am I an ex-boyfriend who's trying to ask the ex-girlfriend if she has a new boyfriend now? Anyway, did you find a new job? Yes, I did. And where would that be? It's Mr. Kermit's company! Yikes! Dad! Hello! I'm as aggressive as a lion! Why are you here? You're not even a part of the company! This is who I am, the man who showed up from the vase! And this is who I am. Answer my question! Well, I'm your blood-related father. I get to be here whenever I want, right? No, you can't! You and I cut ties 10 years ago! We had a conflict in the ways we wanted to run things, and that's why you retired and made a company that's similar to what you used to do, which is Agaya Shitori Lab. I don't need anything from you. Jeez! I'm the CEO who owns the patent of Tom's technology, which is what you absolutely want right now. Are you sure you want to talk to me like that? You seem to be pretty rebellious. It seems like he doesn't really want to listen to what we have to say, so let's just go, Tom. Okay. Hold a second, please. I need you guys to listen to me. I left you with the best technician that you can ever find anywhere, just because you were my son. Why do you let him go? Are you trying to be hard on yourself? I hate this guy. Hybrid engine, Tom Noshin, and all the other patented products now belong to my company. I also took all the operational procedures you had at your company, too. Thanks much. Stop this. Stop provoking me. Yay! Peace. Just stop this. Damn it! It's Dad's company out of all the companies! I can't rebuild my company unless I beg Tom and Kermit, my father! So what is it that you wanted to talk about? Of course it's about the license contract! Oh, please, let us use the domino sheet that you guys have! I refuse! Why? I'm willing to pay for it! You'd better be kidding! Why would I provide our technology to my competitor? My technology is a byproduct of the past. You said that the byproduct of the past is something your company doesn't need. That was because I had no idea how remarkable your technology was. Besides, patent is the vital part of your company's operation, and yet you didn't even care to know or understand it. How hilarious! At that point, you should know that you never deserved to be the CEO in the first place. Please sign a license contract with us! You kept stepping all over everything that I cherished. Don't you think you're being way too thick-skinned right now? If we don't get to use Tom Noshin, our company will go bankrupt! We'll try our best to give you the amount of money you ask for, so... Stop talking about money! Eek! Mr. Cody, it's not a matter of money. I'm telling you that it's impossible at this point. Well, this is also part of the business. I hope you don't hold grudges against us. Are you gonna leave behind your son? You did this to yourself. You can't run a business when you can't even respect the experienced people in your industry. We're done talking. Oh no! Wait, please! I promise I won't ever say that it's a byproduct of the past! I'll approve of the good old generation! I won't ever underestimate the anchor of our company! If only I knew this would have happened! I should have respected the people who'd been around for longer than I have! The most outdated thing was my mentality! As a result, Cody's company went bankrupt and he lost everything along with it. He now appears to be getting by on day labor, but having declared personal bankruptcy, it's unlikely he'll ever return as a company president. Hey, I never said you could take a break. You're the youngest one here, so you'd better have the most power. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, as Unkyo Machinery's employees were on the verge of being left stranded by the bankruptcy, the former president stepped in and took care of their re-employment, saving those who had lost their jobs. What a stand-up guy. And as for me, all right, I'm going to ward off my bad luck. All right. Let's see whether Tom's bad luck period started, if he's in the midst or it's about to end. What? How old is he supposed to be? Tom! Mid-end. What? Trouble Busters!